For Thanksgiving, I'm not a big fan of pumpkin pie, but I want something that has those flavors. So I thought, what's seasonal? Gingerbread, but I'm gonna do it with a twist. I'm gonna make gingerbread cupcakes with cream cheese frosting. Believe me, they'll love them. So the first thing I need is the dry ingredients. I need 2 1/3 cups of flour. Just lighten it and level it off. I'm gonna do it in a sieve, and that way I can sift all the dry ingredients together. That's 2 1/3. Next, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Make it rise a little bit. 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. And to make sure it all tastes great, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, just sift it all together. Next, the wet ingredients. I've got molasses and butter that I've already melted and cooled. I just put a stick of butter in a pan, turned on the heat, and let it melt. Then I measured 1 cup of unsulfured molasses, added it to the melted butter, and stirred it until it came to a boil, and then turned off the heat and let it cool. So I'm just gonna add the cooled butter and molasses to the mixer. 8 ounces of sour cream. This is really moist gingerbread. 1 1/2 teaspoons of grated orange zest. Just give it a mix, and then I'm gonna add the dry ingredients. Just with the mixer on stir, really slowly. Just keep adding them as they get absorbed. Wow. Okay, next I'm gonna add rum-soaked raisins. They're so easy to make. I measured 1/4 cup of dark rum into a pan, added 1/2 cup of golden raisins, covered the pan, and turned the heat on. Then once the rum came to a boil, I turned off the heat and let the rum-soaked raisins cool completely. Just delicious. So I'm just gonna add the rum raisins with a slotted spoon so I don't get too much rum in it, right into the batter. And then to make sure there's lots of ginger flavor, crystallized ginger, 1/3 cup, right into the batter. Okay, just give that a stir. Just make sure it's mixed in. Okay, so I'm gonna make cupcakes with a muffin pan. Ice cream scoop, this is the best tool for making cupcakes. 1 level scoop in each pan. So into the oven, 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. We're gonna have those delicious gingerbread cupcakes with cream cheese and orange frosting. I'm gonna spread them with orange cream cheese frosting. So for the frosting, I need 8 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature. It's really important. It's the way you prevent lumpy frosting. 1 stick of butter, 1/4 pound unsalted butter. Just give it a little stir. I'm just mixing it on low because I don't want to whip it. I just want to stir it. So 1/2 teaspoon of orange zest, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1/2 pound of confectioner's sugar. And just add it slowly. Just mix it until it's combined. Cream cheese icing's done. So just take a cupcake, slather it with orange icing. I always like to have one sort of decoration on the top that tells everybody what's inside. And since it's ginger, I thought a little piece of crystallized ginger on each one would be just the touch, just like that. Perfect. Happy Thanksgiving!
Wow.
Great.